Totes Recall.
Welcome to Totes Recall, the show where we talk about a movie that we haven't seen in a long time, and then we watch that movie, and then we talk about it again with the knowledge we have gained from watching it.
Mm-hmm.
Could not have said it better myself.
Yep. Our
Probably more
sponsor
quickly.
today is
I don't know.
Postages.biz.
Pardon me?
Postages.biz.
Yeah, where you can get a free scale,
Yep.
an old-timey Libra scale,
Yeah.
and $40 of boxes.
You know how we were talking about earlier how sometimes
Postages.biz.
when you do bits, you might inevitably ruin a legitimate opportunity?
I don't know if Stamps.com is going to be mad at me because we got their...
They might be like, how dare you?
Postages.biz.
Yeah.
So use offer code
Totes? Mm-hmm.
Click on the microphone at the top of the page.
Yep. The Yeti microphone.
Should we get merch? Like a Totes tote?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Coming soon, Totes.
Guys, you guys are so ahead of yourselves right now.
And
welcome to episode 2.
Ha should we go A?
yeah,
Yep.
my name is Dan. The movie is Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I don't think I saw this in theaters, but I was big time obsessed with this movie. I loved it. My name is Dan.
Are we going this way?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm Beth. I am now questioning if I've ever seen this movie.
Fantastic.
Because I have a theory that the movie that I have seen is Honey, I Shrunk Ourselves.
That's like the
in which
third one.
The parents are shrunk.
Yeah, that's not that one.
That was D to V.
I've seen that one for sure.
Oh my god.
But it's possible I've also seen this one. I remember a moment where a kid eats a banana,
I don't remember that. Maybe it happened.
but I think that's in the third one. So
I don't know. That's a very specific moment.
if I have seen it, it was probably at my house on VHS.
Sure. As well as the other one you also watched in VHS.
Yeah, for
because
sure
it
that was VHS.
never released in theaters.
Yep.
Wow. Hi, I'm Molly.
Hi, Molly.
Hello.
Hi, Molly.
Hi. I did see this in theaters when it came out. I was in some stage of childhood at the time. I'll be excited to find out what year it was released. And I vividly remember the scene where Rick Moranis is wearing the crazy goggles and he's set up an apparatus over the backyard and is sort of surfing around looking for his children in the grass.
Oh, yeah.
But I think that was also in all the previews. So I think that's why it sticks out. Beyond that, I know he had a lot of crazy contraptions in the kitchen, including one for toast.
Okay, I do remember that. So,
Ooh.
Oh, we're
Earning
feeling...
points.
but maybe it's a callback. In the
Oh,
very
right.
beginning. Like, look at this toast thing.
that I
It's
still
you
have.
Still got it.
Yeah.
Right. Maybe. Hi. I'm also Dan.
Hi, also, Dan.
Hello.
Or Lyndon is my last name, and how I was referred to in high school because I went to high school with like a dozen Dans. So if you'd prefer to call me that, feel free, because there are multiple Dans around this table as we speak. I'm not sure if I saw this movie in the theaters or not. I definitely saw its sequel, Honey, I Blew Up the Kid, in theaters because I, like other Dan, big time enjoyed the first movie.
Yeah.
But I don't remember if I just like saw it in my house and was like, delighted by this cinematic gift my parents had brought to our home, or if we actually went out to see it. I remember some sort of like my vague memory is like Rick Moranis, who by the way is in the movie.
Yeah.
That
I
is,
don't remember any other stuff.
no, neither do I.
Me neither.
I have a theory, and maybe it's just a hope,
Yeah.
that Catherine O'Hara
All
is
right, hold on. We'll get to Jaquette's bets in a minute.
All right.
I also remember some kind of magnifying hat or something.
yes.
Right? Like it was mounted on his head,
Yes,
right?
that's also, I think, on the cover. I think the cover is like...
I thought it was just him holding a regular Sherlock Holmes style
I think that's
magnifying glass,
attached
though.
to his helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's for sure got a magnifying helmet.
Yeah. I didn't realize that was the one on the cover, though.
I'm going with that's the cover art. Jaquette's bets.
Now we're starting Jaquette's bets officially.
Cover art is Rick Moranis looking through his magnifying glass helmet.
Okay.
With tiny children in front
Okay.
of him.
And
Yeah.
we will have to Google that. Probably.
How many kids are there that are...
3?
Four?
4? No, because there's like a baby that doesn't get shrunk until the second one, right?
And they're...
No, in the second one, that baby is now a toddler and gets blown up huge.
Yeah.
That's why it's
Yes.
called I Blew Up the Kid.
But that might be a new baby.
No, I think that's the implication, is that it's that baby.
I don't remember them
That's
having to
now
care
older.
for a child
Yeah.
as tiny kids. So I'm thinking between 2 and 3 children.
And they're not all Rick's kids.
No.
Yeah,
Right?
they're like a
Because
friend.
there's definitely like
Oh,
a
the
parents.
neighbor.
There's like a neighborhood team up of parents
Yeah.
in the middle of the movie.
And there's got to be some like teen sexual tension.
for sure. I
Oh,
have a
wait a
distinct
minute.
memory of oldest male and oldest female having some like very sincere moments in like a blade of grass or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Right?
You
I'm
know what's
going 5 children.
5?
Oh my
5,
God.
that's right.
Wow.
That's also the Goonies number.
Oh, is it?
And I want to mention, I am currently imagining all the scenes from Jurassic Park
Okay.
where the 2 kids
I
are
like-
in the jungle.
With Sam Neill.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was big time doing that earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was like, oh, that's from this movie. The girl's like all dusty and gross, and I was like, no, that's the electric fence scene from JP1.
It is.
Dusty. That girl got a lot. Sorry, sidebar, different movie.
Yeah.
That girl got a lot of different substances put on her in that film. She gets sneezed on by dinosaurs. She gets very dusty, apparently.
Yeah.
Mhm, Yep.
Does she get poop on her?
Oh, I
Doesn't
don't
someone
think so.
fall in poop?
I feel like there's some vomit for sure. The only thing
Different
she's
movie.
good at is computers, and that's at the end,
Yeah.
and the graphics are terrible. But
Or
anyway,
amazing,
I'm sure
depending
this
on how you look
movie
at it.
was great.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the graphics are incredible
Okay.
for whatever year it came
Yeah.
out.
All right. So the plot of the movie
It's a safe bet.
it's got to be real straightforward, right? He crazy inventor
Yes.
shrinks his kids and neighbor kids.
But
No,
Accidentally.
accidentally.
They
They do it.
aren't they like playing,
They're playing
sports
yep,
of some kind?
Baseball.
Oh,
Yeah, maybe.
It's ball thrown because there's a baseball in the backyard later.
Oh, and it's huge.
Yeah.
I have seen this movie.
Good.
Yay.
That means the podcast is a success.
I have seen it. If this is true, this might be the other movie.
No, that sounds
No,
legit.
that's
That
right.
sounds totally legit.
Then
That sounds like a
the
thing
shrink
kids would
ray
do.
hits the kids.
Oh, it tilts.
I think
like,
it doesn't get
tilts.
hit by the sports ball, and that's what like kind of turns it to kid
There's
shooting.
so.
Probably some sort of Rube Goldberg.
Oh,
Like,
for sure.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
series
then it
of-
The
happens.
toast machine like
Yeah.
pops a toast into the yeah.
Yes, for sure that happens.
So if they get shrunk, presumably in some sort of back shed laboratory.
I thought it was up in his attic,
I think it's in the upstairs
Yeah.
of the
Okay,
house.
it's in the attic.
upper level, I believe.
Like most of the movie, they're in the lawn, right?
The best parts.
Because I remember, like, they're thirsty, so they, like, bend down a blade of
I
grass,
feel like-
and then the dew is, like, a huge drop
yeah.
of
I
water.
feel like maybe they very quickly somehow get thrown out the window.
Yeah, I think so too.
Is there a pet?
Yes,
For sure, there's a cat, like a red cat.
there's some kind of domestic animal that they encounter
Yes.
when large.
Yes.
I'm also thinking, now that I'm thinking of when they're, like, I totally forgot they were inside while small too.
Yeah.
But now I have a vague memory of them possibly getting, this is going to be a Jaquette's bet, side bet, other Dan's bets.
Okay.
That they get swept
I think that's right.
and then tossed outside.
I'm going in on you with that.
Yeah.
Double Dan.
Double
bet,
Dan bet.
Swept up.
We
and
are
tossed
doubling Dan on that bet.
out. Ah.
Puns.
Puns. I do remember. No, okay. In the grass.
Yep.
Do they encounter an ant?
They befriend an ant.
Oh.
Befriend an ant. They ride an
They
ant.
are best
Yes.
friends with an ant, and
And they give it junk food, right?
I think
remember
so.
big, gross
Oh.
globules of
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
yeah. Yellow.
Cheetos.
or something. Yes.
Yellow or orange?
Right.
Yeah.
That's a
Go
Molly
Cheetos.
bet.
Some
Molly
kind-
bet?
Yellow.
Molly bet is something yellow or orange.
Our bet's always color based. Red cat.
Red cat.
For sure.
Orange junk. I'm going as far as to say Cheetos.
Ooh.
Name brand Cheetos.
Wow.
Wow.
I feel like there's definitely product placement in the giant food.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like there'd have to be, right?
Yeah.
I remember that it takes a surprisingly long amount of time for the dad to come home and to piece together what happened.
Yeah, I feel like at first they just think like, oh, the kids are out playing or something.
Or something.
right?
But I remember being very frustrated as a kid watching this movie and thinking, seriously?
Yeah.
You're an inventor.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be super smart and understand cause and effect.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And yet you're unclear. And he hides it from his wife,
Ooh.
which I thought was not fair.
No.
No.
Yeah. I was a pretty judgmental little kid.
Sure.
Just so you know.
No.
Yeah,
no
he was
surprise.
definitely
No
like
surprise.
a nutty professor type. You
Yeah.
know, like absent-minded.
Right, like it's
professor.
not like he's well-meaning, but he's just
Yeah.
like so into his work that he sometimes,
Yeah.
you know.
There's
Just-
probably a whole like rock block weekend you could do of absent-minded
Oh, no
professor.
question.
Like Flubber,
Yeah. Wait, is there a
Then-
parent in that?
the nutty
In
professor.
Flubber?
Do any of those professors have children though?
Oh, I don't know, just absent-minded professor.
Oh, but that's not as interesting as this like subtext of neglecting your children and like, you know what I mean? Because I feel like there is that tension there, isn't it? Like, isn't like the kids are going to go play sports ball, but they can't relate to Dad because he's too busy making his weird stuff.
Oh, right.
I might just be projecting that onto this movie
No.
from my own experience with my father, who is not an inventor. He is a computer programmer.
But he did neglect you.
He did.
He did neglect me. I was not into sports balls. He was kind of into sports balls. There was a gap there, certainly. Okay. So I may be projecting all of this onto Rick Moranis' relationship with the children who we don't remember how many there are.
Well, I'm going to watch for tears.
Yeah.
And if I see a tear...
Oh, and
we'll
me?
know, yes.
Okay.
Oh, I was like, tears like giant drops.
That's what I was thinking,
water.
like a giant tear coming down.
I feel like that might be a
Wait, that
thing.
might actually happen, though,
No,
right?
it rains. I remember this now.
Is it rain
Oh,
or
it's
is it
so
dog
dangerous.
slobber?
Oh, or is it the sprinklers? It's the
What's the sprinklers?
It's sprinklers.
It's a bright sunny day. It's sprinklers.
Okay, all around the table bet, sprinkler attack.
All table bet, sprinkler
table
attack. Because it starts. It's like, what is that?
And there's like this
deep
huge,
bass. It's like,
it's badass.
boom. It's like a war scene.
Yeah.
The whole lawn scene is pretty terrifying.
Yeah.
But also,
like Watership Down.
my moment of judgmental child watching the movie. I remember, because at one point they encounter, I believe, this can be other day and Beth, they encounter a scorpion.
Ooh.
And I remember, even as a child, because I was a big zoology nerd, I remember thinking, like, based on the flora of the yard, I don't think they live in a proper climate for a scorpion to just be, like, naturally running around.
Right.
And I was, like, actually upset about that. Like, there are other animals they could be attacked by that are not that are native to their climate.
I'm not going to get in on that one.
Okay.
But I like that.
Okay.
I like that it's happening.
Yeah.
Because you're right. That is not scorpion territory.
Right?
They're in
like
like
desert.
They're like Middle America.
Because they're in, like, a beautiful green lawn, right?
Yeah. They're probably in California because it's a movie.
Yeah.
You might as well place it there.
Why bother, right?
Yeah.
Why bother going into flyover country for a movie about an eccentric inventor who clearly is a little short on cash because he's creating this stuff in his own house instead of like a beautiful laboratory downtown.
Yeah. Like the dad
Is
from
he...
Gremlins. That's another
Yeah.
professor.
But he was
dad.
much worse at being an inventor.
Yeah, definitely.
May I add Wallace and Gromit to our weekend rock block?
Totally.
good.
Yeah.
Speaking of neglectful father figures, like they're best friends for sure, but like half of the story is like Gromit just sort of like trying desperately to communicate with Wallace, and he's just so in his
Don't
own
be an
head.
idiot. Yeah. And also there's the toast connection between Wallace and Gromit and
Yes.
potential toast machine in this movie.
You may be thinking of Wallace and Gromit.
Shoot.
And I remember watching Wallace and Gromit when he's got the contraption that like shoots oatmeal into his bowl and stuff, and being like, "Wow, the future." But now, guys, we set timers for both the coffee machine and the rice cooker, which makes us oatmeal. The future is now.
When you say we, do you mean you specifically?
I set the timer on the rice cooker,
Okay.
and my wife sets the timer on the coffee machine because we're an equal opportunity.
And the coffee machine, to be clear, the coffee machine is in no way related to making the oatmeal, right?
No, they're different, but they're both automated breakfast.
That's to make coffee.
Yep. The coffee machine makes coffee.
Yep. Okay.
The rice cooker makes oatmeal.
Jaquette's Bet's coffee machine in his own home makes coffee.
Here's the major thing that I want to put out there about Honey, I Shrunk the Kids is that at the end of our last podcast recording, we all said,
Episode 1, apparently.
I want to watch a movie that's really good.
Yeah.
And we all thought Honey, I Shrunk the Kids would likely be good. And I'm really hoping that's going to be true when we come back.
I feel like hoping is the better operative word
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Like, I do not remember expressing confidently that this would hold up. Because I have not seen it since I was a child.
Yeah, I definitely
I remember
watched
loving it as a
Yeah,
child.
I watched it many times as a child. I haven't seen it since. I loved it. I bet it doesn't hold up. To
I
be
bet
honest.
parts of it hold up.
Yeah.
But I bet it does pass the test.
Bechdel
I
test.
think
Yes.
it does too.
I think it does too.
Because I think the teen girls talk to each other.
And
Yes.
we also have the potential of neighborhood team up where the mothers talk to each other and discuss something other than
they're
their
missing
husbands
children.
and they're missing children of both genders.
Yeah.
So this could be our first
I'm
Two.
of two.
I'm thinking that I'm remembering Honey, I Shrunk Ourselves.
Yes. Which I'm pretty sure only you have seen.
Yeah.
Okay. I believe that the daughter is the oldest in the Moranis family.
Okay.
And that the
I'm going to go with that. I would agree with that.
boyfriend is a neighbor kid.
I don't think it is a boyfriend, though. I think it's just a cute boy in the neighborhood.
I think that as well.
And I think that's why there's tension in the giant grass.
Because I think in that movie, the parents are shrunk and the kids throw a party. The oldest is not very nice to her little brother, and her little brother has something where I felt like it was diabetes, but I don't know what it was.
Okay.
Where he needed potassium, so she feeds him a banana, and the parents witness it because they're tiny and they can see what's happening.
Right.
And I believe they throw a party, and I believe that the neighbor kid, the boy, is there, and I think they kiss.
Is this Honey, I Shrunk Ourselves?
This is a different movie.
Yeah.
But with that, I'm guessing that the neighbor kid is an older boy.
Yes.
That's good reasoning.
Yeah.
That was
For
really
sure.
good reasoning.
The
Airtight.
the Moranis oldest kid, there's a daughter, and then a boy that she's mean to.
Right.
And then maybe a younger, that's maybe the baby.
This is like very specific Beth Bets right now. On
So you're
children.
going, children order is old daughter,
Yeah.
Middle-ish.
medium boy,
Yeah, medium boy.
and a baby of indeterminate gender.
I feel like a boy.
Boy, baby boy.
I'm just basing that
Well,
on
based on, again, the sequel, Honey, I Blew Up the Kid,
Yeah,
it is
that's
a
a boy.
toddler
That's a
son
boy.
Okay.
Boy.
who is brought to Godzilla size or whatever, King Kong size, depending on what movie it is.
I feel like they're
Doesn't
the same size. No,
Incorrect.
No.
King Kong is
Except when
smaller.
they fight each other, which is bullshit.
Do they?
Guys, I have a lot of opinions about... Apparently, I have a lot of opinions about giant creatures.
Wait, Godzilla and King Kong are not the same size?
Usually, no. Because
Godzilla's
consider
bigger.
this.
Godzilla's huge.
Consider this. King Kong climbs Empire State Building. Godzilla knocks down buildings
Right.
probably about the size of the Empire State Building.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm
Yeah.
on board. I'm on
Yeah.
board.
So our pet is.
So,
Other Dan's bets.
Other Dan's bets, 4 Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, King Kong, Godzilla are different size.
Yeah. I'd like to point out that potassium is not a treatment for
That's
diabetes.
what. No, I agree.
She said something like diabetes,
I
to
agree,
be fair.
and that's why
Check
I thought
the
it
tapes.
was weird. That's why I thought it was weird.
But I also think a movie could present that as truth.
That's true. Movies are dumb.
Yeah, and I remember that because I remember getting a muscle cramp once.
Oh,
And
that
somebody
potassium.
says, you have to have potassium, and I told my mom, that I was like, oh, bananas have potassium. And she was like, you are so smart. How did you know that?
And the answer
And I
was...
was like, I watched the movie.
Honey, we shrunk ourselves.
Was there, do you guys remember if there was like a, you know, like Rick Moranis, like was he just building this because like, guys, I have this great idea, shrink ray, or was he like actually like, I am going to sell this to some specific entity?
I would like to
Great
Molly's
question.
bets.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I feel like it had something to do with a humanitarian effort. For
Okay.
example, shrinking food
And
to
then,
be able
like,
to ship it
Yes, en masse.
en masse. Yeah.
I also have a theory that he tries to show it to somebody, and it doesn't work.
Doesn't an apple explode?
Oh,
Something-
apple.
Right?
Something bad happens.
I feel like
He's
he tries
"This
to shrink
doesn't
an
work."
apple and it explodes or
Yeah.
something. Or it starts to shrink and then it like goes like blah and blows up. Other Dan's bets blowing up an apple
Blowing up an apple.
while trying to shrink it.
I'm going to take a real shot in the dark here, just
Yes.
based on what kind of movie I think this is.
Yep.
That at some point, an interaction between the older boy and girl happens where one falls on the other.
No,
they are
yeah,
face to face.
absolutely.
I like it.
Don't
Absolutely.
remember that scene?
No,
I bet it's in
I'm
there.
doubling down on that bet.
Double it.
Because that, yeah.
And I have a memory that the parents were somehow fighting or in conflict and that this all brought them together.
Oh,
There's definitely some kind of familial tension that is then cast aside because our children are missing, which then mutates into our children are tiny and hidden somewhere.
Maybe the neighbors are arguing.
Yeah.
Oh, right, because the
Like, they don't
neighbors
get
team
along.
up, and there's I'm
There's a
gonna
fence.
other Dan's bet. The other father of the neighborhood team up, other father is sort of like a gruffer, jockier kind of
Yeah.
dude,
Yeah.
and there's that tension of like
Romeo and
masculinity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where Moranis and like other dude have to team
Yeah.
up.
Well, and the mom is definitely a working mom. I remember that because my mom worked and I was always looking for other
she's
role
probably
models.
bringing home the bacon.
While he's
Yes.
tinkering in the yeah.
Tinker 2's tinking away.
Tinker
Yep.
2?
Yeah, that's his nickname.
Okay.
My hope, as I was saying at the beginning of the podcast before we were allowed to make bets, my hope is that the mom is Catherine O'Hara.
Yeah.
I don't think that's probably true.
Sure.
But in my mind, I was like, that'd be good casting. Probably not within their budget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know any other actor.
No.
But I feel like
Besides
when
Rick
we
Moranis.
see...
I bet we will recognize people.
We will be like, oh, of course.
There's going to be someone's first movie, like how...
There's maybe
what's
one of the
his
kids
face?
will be like, holy crap, it's that actor now, well-known actor.
Yeah, like in Goonies, the oldest boy is a famous actor whose name I can't remember.
Good.
Sean,
Nope.
no.
Sean Penn.
Nope. He was in True Grit, but as like the third build dude.
In True Grit?
Like the new True Grit?
Yeah.
So not Matt Damon.
Nope. Or Jeff Bridges.
Right.
But the other dude.
Other guy.
The other guy.
Okay.
Oh, so yeah, totally famous.
Yeah, I know that guy.
But that was like a cameo almost.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that dude's name? He's got black hair.
Okay.
Kind of looks like Charles Bronson, but
Jake
he's not.
Gyllenhaal.
Oh, Josh Brolin.
Yeah!
Wait, what movie was he?
He was in Goonies.
Oh, cool. Okay.
He's like the oldest
Oh, right.
bro.
This is so far of 2 episodes. This is the most talk about other movies first half of this podcast we've ever
Goonies
done.
is a way better movie than this. Bets.
Oh.
Goonies is better than Honey, I
See,
Shrunk the Kids.
I might disagree because I didn't see Goonies until I was like 24, so I was
no.
like, it's okay.
Oh.
I've never seen Goonies.
Whoa. Guess we're not doing it.
Wow. So I feel like, too, I guess my last little note about this movie is I feel like currently it is so much harder to set up a scenario where you get the kids out from under parental supervision.
You mean like in life?
In life.
Yeah.
Like, and kids are even more supervised than ever, right?
Sure.
They can't just run out
Sure.
and go play in the neighborhood.
Right.
So in some ways, I feel like this storyline would be more effective now.
Yeah. It's
Like,
like
their
why
cell
aren't they
phones-
calling me on my cell phone?
Yeah,
Yeah.
their cell phones are too tiny to get reception, like
Would
that.
the cell phones not get a signal?
So my long-term Molly bet is there's a remake.
Oh.
Wow. Future bet.
Future
That is
bet.
a future bet.
I mean, they usually remake anything that people our age were like, that was good back when it was made. So, yeah, I bet that'll happen. I'll double down on that.
Also, I feel like they had a ride at either Disney or Universal where you could climb on back of the ant against a blue screen, just like the character.
I think this might have been one of those 3D movie rides.
It
Yeah,
is, I think.
is it?
Yeah.
Because I know for sure I've seen people taking pictures next to giant blades of grass. And they're like, oh, look at how small I am.
Yeah.
Like
and
Bug's Life.
Yeah, and I think that's outside. I think that's outside of the 3D ride. Yep, that
Yeah.
rhymed. That rhymed.
Yep.
I bet
One.
Bugs Life is better than this movie.
I bet it is.
I would probably... I have not seen that either, but I bet that it is.
Of the Rock Block
haven't
weekend
seen
of
it for so
giant grass movies.
Ooh, yeah, okay, let's see. So it'd be Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, Bug's Life,
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park. Is there giant grass?
Well,
Basically,
the
everything's
raptors are
giant.
like taking people down.
No, that's
No,
the
no,
second
but they
one.
live in a
That's still
jungle.
a Jurassic Park movie.
All right, fine.
JP2.
There's a difference between giant grass and prehistoric ferns, Molly.
Yeah.
Prehistoric ferns are giant.
But they're not grass.
Oh,
James and the Giant Peach.
Is there grass?
Sure.
There's a peach.
He's inside of a peach.
That's not grass either.
no
Do you
grass
guys
in a
not
peach.
understand the difference between different kinds of plants?
Has winter been too long? You don't remember what grass looks like?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Shout out to the Como Conservatory.
Yeah. An ant's life? Is that like
No.
the bug?
No.
Ants with a Z.
Ants.
ants.
That probably has grass in it. I bet that has grass in it.
For sure.
Because they live in like Central Park, noted grass part of New York.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, I bet there's giant grass in that.
Good. All right. So, listeners, go watch those 3 movies.
Yep. We will watch one of them.
Best giant grass movie of all time.
Send us your votes.
Yeah.
I can tell you, it's not even a bet. It is confidence that tragedy will strike in the grass. I will not spoil it for you guys in case you don't
Wait.
remember.
Oh.
But tragedy.
Does the ant
I
die?
remember.
Oh,
I
shut your
remember.
face.
I'm not saying anything.
I just remembered what happened.
I'm not saying anything, but tragedy strikes in the grass. Be prepared.
I am going to take a break during that.
I'm having a memory of being real sad.
Yeah, right?
Watching this movie.
Oh, guys, it gets rough in the grass.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
I gotta prepare myself for this.
Yeah.
Man.
Emotionally prepare
Let's just
yourselves.
fast forward that part.
No.
No. We gotta live in this.
gotta be raw.
In the pain.
It's going to be raw for the listeners.
The art direction of weird ants or
Yeah,
whatever's
right?
happening.
I mean, I
Maybe
guess they
Scorpion
couldn't
gets
be
him.
friends with... Oh, I bet the Scorpion does get him
Oof.
when he's
I'm
trying
almost
to defend
positive
the
that's
people.
what happened.
Yeah.
Is that
Like
a
a
best bet?
Scorpion
That's a
really
bet.
would take
Best
time
bet,
to kill...
Scorpion brings tragedy to Ant Friend.
Yes.
Who bravely dies in the service of saving the
In
children.
defense of human children, too. No, like...
But would an
Amazing.
ant die to defend another ant? Maybe.
Yeah, absolutely.
that
That's
might
how
be a
they
whole-
survive. That's their whole shtick.
They don't have that sort of brain function where they sacrifice themselves. They just get killed or whatever.
Well, they'll defend
Do you know
certain
an ant?
things.
No,
Can you
Have
maybe
you ever
haven't-
been shrunk
I haven't
down?
been shrunk down and
They'll-
befriended an ant.
what?
you need to befriend an ant first before you can
Yeah.
Really
Say
speak
this.
authoritatively.
Give it Cheeto chunks and into its
We'll
giant
see.
mandibles.
We'll see.
We'll see.
It could be candy.
Let's go watch the movie.
Yay!
Okay, guys, we watched Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
We did.
Holds up, I think.
I
think
agree.
holds up.
I
think it's a good
agree.
movie.
I had a great time.
I had a great time. I enjoyed it.
Like a real good time.
Like the writing was pretty
was-
good and quick.
Kind of mean,
Oh,
but
No,
very...
Yeah, I felt like that was one of its strengths. Like it was like a Cracker Jack script. Everybody's getting zingers. You know what I mean?
A ton of zingers.
Imagine, imagine if you will, that same movie, but only one of the kids had zingers.
Oh.
Then you just want to punch that kid.
Yeah.
But they all had zingers, so you're kind of like, all right,
Well, you just want to punch them
Equally.
equally.
Exactly.
And then eventually
you fall
they were
for all of them.
satisfying.
You fall in love
Yes,
with all of
it's
them. Yeah,
true.
exactly.
Can we just start with the credits? The opening
Yes.
credits
Oh my
were such a
God.
delight. I'd completely
Cartoon.
forgotten.
It was like a little cartoon, a little,
Like a Pink Panther style.
yeah.
Cartoon credit.
And it was like a wave of nostalgia when they started up. Like once the little cartoon kids popped up, I was like, oh, that.
Yeah.
And I felt that same wave of nostalgia ripple approximately every 2 minutes watching
my
this
God.
movie. I said so many times.
Molly was audibly feeling nostalgia during most of that movie while we watched it.
1989 was this movie.
The year of my birth.
The year-
This movie is. Oh well, I don't know what month it came out. I was gonna say it's probably older than me, but it was probably a summer blockbuster.
It seemed like, we were saying, like, the effects are pretty good considering, so we figure, like, budget must have been pretty
Budget must
Well,
have been real
Disney.
good.
pretty high. So it must have been like a Disney, like, tentpole, though, right?
Well,
Yeah.
I feel like they spent all of their money on actors and Rick Moranis.
Maybe.
You know? So I don't think...
You're
and all the kids were unknown.
You're saying Anty didn't cost money? That was an incredible robot.
You guys.
Oh, did I... I didn't
Well,
mean to crack that open
Let's
right
just
away.
talk about the elephant in the room.
Duquette's best?
Other Dan wins it with Scorpion.
Oh,
Or
booyah.
Scorpion.
There was a
Bullshit,
there's-
Scorpion.
They befriend an ant in the
do.
middle of the movie to try and get back through the lawn to the house.
named Anty.
And they name it Anty.
They
At-
name it
At
Anty.
first,
It didn't, like, announce itself.
My name is Anty.
At first, they kind of enslave it, right?
Yeah, well, at first they're, like, trying to, like, just jump on it and assume that'll work, it seems
Yeah.
like.
Like
Yeah.
a rodeo style.
Yeah, and there was even fun Western music under it while they were
Yeah.
doing that.
Yeah, I mean, it was like they were trying to break a wild horse, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Um,
A
but-
stallion.
But then gender roles came into play. The
Oh,
three boys,
And I want to talk about that hard.
Yeah.
We'll get to it, though.
the three boys just try and wrestle on there,
Yeah.
and they keep getting just like smacked in
And,
the
like,
face by
I'm going to
thoraxes.
give credit to whoever set up the stunts for that scene. Like, those kids look like they were getting, like, really whipped around by that ant.
Thrown against
Like-
plants.
Giant blades of grass.
Yeah.
But, like, the velocity that they were seeming to get hit by, like, ant parts was, like, actually kind of like, oh, that actually looked painful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then the lady, the girl, who
Amy.
Amy, sure, coaxes it over
Typical.
and befriends it with a piece of Little Debbie oatmeal cream.
Oatmeal
pie.
cream,
Yep.
giant oatmeal cream cookie
Not
pie.
Cheetos.
Not even,
Wrong
yeah.
on that one.
Close.
No Cheetos.
No
at all.
Cheetos at all. Not even any like salty snacks.
Any sort of extruded savory snack.
Yeah.
Just a cookie.
the snack,
But a
the snack is
delicious looking cookie.
Yeah, that scene reminded me of Double Dare. You guys
Okay.
watch Double
Yeah.
Dare?
Sure.
When they always had like the giant food that people
Yes.
would fall into or throw at each other.
Yes.
As a kid, I was always like, that looks good.
For the record, I am mostly just assenting so we can move on because I did not have cable as a child.
Neither did I.
All right.
Well, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, I vaguely know what you're talking about, but not firsthand.
Okay.
No.
Really painful.
But then
Yeah.
then Anty, they get attacked by a scorpion while sitting in a Lego.
After a like
There's a whole-
15-minute montage of real moments between every major character in the
So
movie.
many real
Yeah.
moments.
They
like,
do,
literally-
a round
yeah.
ramen of emotions.
Literally every underlying emotional issue gets addressed in that scene right before the scorpion attacks.
Lots of hugging.
Including some wicked tongue between them.
You guys, I believe that was one of my bets that they kissed, right?
Did they kiss?
Oh yeah, should we go
What?
through
You gonna
before
just
we
go-
start talking about the emotional roller coaster Molly chased me
Sure.
through during the scorpion scene?
All right, we'll do a lightning round of Jaquette's bets.
Please.
Magnifying glass helmet as the cover. We got it from Netflix. I don't know what the cover looks like. I didn't look it up.
But
But the image on the top of the DVD and
Was.
like the menu on
Yeah.
the DVD supports it. I'm going
Yeah.
with it.
what?
I think I win. that bet.
The label on the DVD was children walking across the nose of a dog.
But
on
he had the
in the
magnifying
background.
glass.
Oh,
It's-
okay.
it's
All
that
right, all
Olsen
right, all right, all
Rose
right, all right,
portrait.
all right.
All right,
I
we'll
rescind my
give it a
stance.
Wow.
Okay, this is the cover.
Oh, yep.
Where's the magnifying
No
glass?
magnifying glass. Nope.
No magnifying
The
glass.
menu screen had the magnifying
Just
glass.
for our listeners,
Yes.
The cover screen is actually the dog's nose, Quark, who we all forgot about,
Yes.
but remembered instantly. Quark's nose touching Rick Moranis'
I
nose,
said that
and
was
the
a
little
dog. I did
children
not know his name, Quark.
running across.
Okay, 5 children. Nope.
Oh,
No.
not
4
even close.
children.
No babies.
No babies.
Technically, there were 5 children because there's a kid who was mowing
Like
the
a
lawn.
neighborhood kid.
We were talking about how many kids get shrunk.
Okay,
though.
I know, but like if we were actually betting money on this, I would
Yeah.
use that as an argument.
Sure.
Wow.
Did we specifically bet on the gender distribution of those children, or we just talk about it casually?
I don't know if we bet on it. In my mind, it was
2 and
2
2.
boys, 2 girls.
Yeah.
But no.
Yeah.
No.
3-1 split.
Yep.
Because of the patriarchy.
I believe that Beth broke it down for us. She
yeah.
had too few kids, but other
Yeah,
than
the
that,
baby
she had
boy
it right.
is not present. He
Correct.
He's
like
not
he
there.
comes in, honey, I blew up the
The
kid.
kid. He is the
That's-
titular kid.
He's the kid.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Beth, you bet on a red cat? Nope.
Nope.
Black and white.
Black and white.
It's possible that that was in the other Honey.
We Shrunk
I
Ourselves?
The series.
I would not have thought that Beth would be so reluctant to give up her bets. This
Yeah.
is very interesting.
Well, there's no arguing.
Yeah,
with the red
you
cat.
can't argue that there wasn't
There
a
was-
red
but
cat
there-
in the movie.
There was a cat.
Sure.
That's true.
No question.
All right.
Sure.
Double Dan
Yep.
down.
Yep.
Swept down and thrown out the window. Yep. Nailed it.
Amazing.
Nailed it
Well,
hard.
actually, no, not quite.
Well-
swept up, thrown in the
Swept
trash.
Garbage bag.
Trash is taken out.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we said thrown out the window.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I
Yeah.
thought swept out the
I
window.
thought,
Sure.
I thought for sure because it was in the attic that it
Yeah.
would go.
Fly
Like
in
through the window.
Yeah, through the window.
Like we were all very aware that the window played a role in the
Yes.
movie.
Yep.
But not in the way we expected. Well, sort of in the way we expected.
I'm pretty sure I said baseball.
Somebody
baseball.
said baseball.
Yeah,
Someone said
I
baseball.
got very excited about baseball because I remembered it stopping the laser.
Oh wait, Molly said baseball. I agreed with her.
Molly, you had a bet about some orange or red chunks.
Yes, which I thought were food, but actually that was pollen.
That's
Right.
exactly what I thought too.
Yeah.
And they did look like Cheetos.
I had the
Kinda.
Cheetos, but nope.
Some
No.
kind
They
of
looked like
extruded
Honey
puff.
Smacks.
Smacks.
Yeah, but that was pea pollen. Pea pollen.
What?
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Pea pollen.
Just pollen.
Just
say pollen.
oh, I guess it's flower pollen.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the bees aren't.
Bees don't have pollen.
But bees do play a role, and we didn't talk about that
No,
before.
we were not. We
remembered other
completely
insects.
neglected the bee.
Yeah.
Every other bug I think we got. But
Yeah, it's true.
All right.
although there were multiple dead flies that we did not
Ugh,
address.
gross.
Yeah, just like floating by. in
Oh,
rivers.
gross.
Not a single live fly. in the
Not
entire
a,
thing.
no, very gross.
Dark. All table bet of sprinkler attack.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Hardcore.
Nailed it.
Yep.
Great scene.
The Bechdel test passed.
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 Yes.
Multiple instances of passing criteria.
Yes.
Good
Way
job.
to go, Disney.
Way to go, Disney of 1989.
I
Yeah.
wonder, do you guys think Disney has a higher proportion
No.
than other studios?
Well,
It depends. Are you talking animation or
Yeah.
non-animation? Animation gets terrible.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking most animation is just going to be like, oh, man, and then little creatures talk to the lady, but they don't talk to other ladies usually.
But even Pretty Woman, which is also a Disney movie, does pass the test.
Okay.
that's
because-
a Disney movie?
Yes.
Here's a question.
Because Julia
Oh.
Roberts was going to play a prostitute,
Right.
and she was worried about telling her mom, so she called up her mom and said, Mom, I got a movie. It's a Disney movie. Gotta go.
Oh, funny.
Yeah.
Okay, question. I don't know. There's a good chance that they only talk about men, but does Mrs. Potts count in Beauty and the Beast? Because she is technically
Yeah.
a teapot in
But-
the movie
but
for
she
most
was-
of the movie.
Transformed from a lady.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's a lady character.
Yeah.
All right.
I would say she's a female.
I feel like we would have to watch the whole movie to really know. And I want to go back and say, I don't know that Julia Roberts actually said or did that. It might have just been a publicist wrote that
Sure.
story
To make
for
it
her.
fun.
Yeah, we got.
Yeah.
I mean, we got to check with our legal counsel. We don't
Yeah,
need
I don't
libel.
wanna-
Yeah.
When Julia Roberts comes down,
No.
on Totes Recall.
We don't want postage.biz to be like, what are you guys doing telling these lies about Julia Roberts?
They're gonna pull their funding ASAP. All right, Beth. We already talked about how you got the kids wrong. You got the girl and boy's age right, but
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah, you did, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't read this. It says Molly, shrink, and then maybe humanitarian. Oh.
What is the purpose of the thing?
Yeah.
Like why he made a shrink ray.
Yeah.
Real vague. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
very.
I think it was
It's-
about reducing things for use in space.
Yeah, well, that was like one of the examples was like shrinking payloads.
And I think I probably thought about that because at the end they increased the size of food.
Right,
to
and you thought, like, what a
absurd
wonderful
proportions.
gift to the poor of the world.
As a child, I apparently put that together, but that's not at all how he used it.
Well, you were a very
apparently.
judgmental child. So.
That's true.
But that does have one of the sickest of burns in that
Oh.
conference when he's presenting.
Oh,
And
that one
the
guy.
smarmy-
You shrank one thing, the size of the audience. Yuck, 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 yuck.
That guy was
It was
worse.
real harsh.
That was harsh.
That was probably the darkest moment of the film.
Really?
I don't know.
One burn?
I feel like also like at an academic conference,
Yeah.
like that's real
Yeah.
dickish.
That is
Yeah.
really dickish. Was that academic though? It seemed almost like he was like looking for funding. Like, hey guys, what if we made this shrink ray? You know what I mean? Or was it?
But there were like
know.
60 people in the audience.
However, I feel like his box of stuff, his
Yes.
molecule models, and
There
all
was
of
a
his papers
lot of stuff for his
that he
presentation.
never actually used.
Like
He
I
had
said,
one
it was
whiteboard.
probably a long presentation. They just cut to the end. So he was already packing up for some reason.
He never took anything out of that box.
All right.
All right.
Late bet.
Late bet.
Late bet that cannot be confirmed because they did not show it in the movie. He didn't take anything in the box.
Dan, you bet on blowing up an apple.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Hardcore.
Hardcore
Yeah,
nailed it.
Completely.
Oh, core.
Oh, God.
Ugh.
I do that all the time. I make puns unintentionally. And I apologize to our listeners and to my wife, who actually she loves it because it angers me. TMI. Okay. Moving on.
We didn't quite have the scene that I predicted of the boy and girl falling on top of each other.
No,
But there was,
kinda.
but I think it was even more.
Oh,
like the
yeah.
moment when they really connected was
Yeah.
even more sexy.
Oh, yeah.
Like CPR.
Hell yeah.
Like,
Slimy, muddy
mouth to mouth,
CPR.
sexy.
French class.
Yeah, which then brought in what we now realize is the classic joke of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where'd you learn resuscitation? The nerdy kid says, and sexy older boy's like French class, and then him and the older girl kind of chuckle,
They have like a
wink at
shared
each other.
smile.
like a shared moment of like we totally kind of kiss, even though you were actually trying to force oxygen back into my body so that I would live.
And then
But
like
you know,
coughed up mud
gross,
water.
just
Oh,
disgusting.
That was the most glutinous,
Glutinous.
gross water. I don't know, gelatinous.
Gelatinous.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Thank you.
Oh, there are more bets.
2 more bets.
I'm so
guys.
excited
Oh,
about.
I had a mid-show bet too.
Oh, there were
Okay.
there were at least 3 Molly Chase late bets
Yeah,
during the
that's true.
screening.
On
Of
the
That's
buzzer
right.
beaters.
Buzzer.
Ah,
All right, Dan. Sports neighbor.
kinda.
Pretty much. I mean, he loved football.
He did enjoy
Loved
football.
fishing.
Loved fishing.
Avid fisherman.
Yeah.
Huge.
I think you got the spirit of it right, which is
Sure.
like the neighbor is like an alpha male
Yeah.
jock type.
Yes.
It was a classic nerds versus jock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dynamic.
And interestingly, sometimes Southern, sometimes not.
Yeah.
He started out with a little more of a twang, it seemed
twangy,
like.
and then he revisited it at the end briefly.
I
Yeah.
said Southern, and then his accent changed, and I was like, oh, maybe not Southern.
Yeah.
Maybe they filmed the first and last scene first.
Yeah.
And then, like, there was a break, and, like, everyone forgot that he had a southern accent,
Yes.
including him.
Yeah.
Well, part of the movie was shot in Mexico.
According to the credits, at least, there's a
Yeah.
Mexico
so
unit.
that's probably what happened.
Maybe they just shot the giant scorpion in Mexico.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just a close-up shot of the scorpion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The last bet was from Dan that the scorpion was the tragedy bringer.
Oh, yeah.
And
100%.
Speaking of tragedy, I feel like we didn't quite address that, like
No.
how heartbreaking that really was.
it was really tough to watch.
So, first of all, of course, I mean, classic storytelling trope. Real moments are happening left and right.
yes.
Older boy and older girl, heavy tongue.
Heavy tongue.
Like hard, like way harder than any of us anticipated. I thought it'd just be like a very tender
Yeah.
kiss inside of a Lego piece.
But I felt that it was pretty accurate to how
Absolutely.
kids are at that
Hormones
age.
are raging.
Yeah.
They don't know if they're going to live to see the next sunrise.
Yeah, and even if they did, I really feel like that's kind of the end game.
Yeah.
at that
Hypothetical
age.
question, though. These are 2 teenage
yeah. High school students.
high school students. Because they're going to dances, right?
They're going to dance. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, that's right. Because the whole tension between Little Russ and Big Russ is that Little Russ doesn't want to be on the football team because he's so small, and Big Russ is like, "Who cares? He's my son. He needs to whatever." So they obviously are. That's Here's what I'm asking: these are 2 grown adolescents with working libidos.
Yeah.
If Scorpion had not arrived, would they have at least gone third base in the Lego?
third base in the Lego.
Whoa.
Well,
I feel like they had their little brothers there.
yeah,
That
that's what I
made
was
it
gonna say.
super
Little
weird.
brothers were there, still awake. I
Yeah.
want to say
Were they though?
because, well,
Because time had passed.
okay, maybe they weren't still awake, but I feel like they reacted super quickly to Tragedy Bringer.
Well, children are, they're like dogs. They react quicker to
just alert.
danger coming, right?
I
That's
don't
a fact,
know that
right?
this movie proved that.
Yeah.
No.
I think second base. I'm going with second base.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
that's
fine.
okay.
That's fine. I'll take it.
However, the scorpion shows up almost immediately.
Right.
I want to talk
Horror.
more about the kid's tonguing.
Yeah.
I feel like if this movie was made
That is the
today,
pull quote of the podcast.
if this movie was made today,
Yeah.
they would have just smooched like a little peck.
Yeah, I
They
agree.
were like we didn't see tongue. It wasn't like those gross movie kisses where
Wait,
it was
oh,
like,
yeah.
Ooh.
like sweaty tongues
16
and just,
foot
like,
high.
Flopping
on each other.
Just slopping.
But they were definitely like their mouths were going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
They,
The-
I would say it was more than
Twilight?
callback to a previous podcast, Meridian Chase and Batman.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah.
Yeah, way.
Yeah, almost as bad as that.
Yeah, like not as much intense pressure against each other,
Yeah.
but definitely the same level of intensity.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that was it. Maybe they had a little more tenderness in the way that their lips touched,
Yeah.
but there was just a lot of intensity under that.
This
The
was
pod
a
bay
better
doors
kiss.
were open.
These two child actors had a better kiss
Then
than
professional actors Val
Yeah.
Kilmer and Nicole Kidman.
who are both, as we established, fine and great actors.
Sure.
Yeah.
And they've probably done pretty decent on-screen kisses in other movies.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. I don't know.
And I would imagine would have
YouTube it.
more life experience at that
Right.
point, too.
Maybe that's it. Maybe this was like their first kiss
And it was
in
right.
IRL.
So we were seeing the
Yeah.
authentic, like, anxiety mixed with joy of two adolescent tongues just smashing into each other.
Oh, I'm so uncomfortable.
We can talk
Okay.
about the satisfying movie.
Scorpion comes in, horror show.
Oh.
Like, it is immediately ready to go. It is like shoving its pincers into the Lego hole.
It's frightening.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
And it's,
Almost like sexuality itself.
oh, Disney, you clever bastards.
The scorpion is inserting its claws.
That's
into the
right.
Lego
And
hole.
it's terrifying.
The
Your
younger
friends are murdered.
the younger
I
brother.
think the Anty then, in that case, would represent virginity because it's what gets
Oh,
killed.
right.
Gets pierced.
Innocence.
It does get pierced.
Pierced.
Oh, I'm uncomfortable with this.
Yeah, you made this so much worse, Molly Chase.
Hey, I experienced this on a subconscious level. Also, they make you really like the ant.
Guys,
I really like that
guys,
ant.
Molly Chase, let me just say, I think this is becoming a running theme of the show of me enjoying watching Molly watch a movie. But this was a amazing moment where Molly Chase is like feeling all the feelings for Anty. Like, first there's terror because Anty is defending the children, helping the children. Seems to be doing okay. Like, Anty gets some licks in for
I think
sure.
Annie's gonna make it.
You think Andy's doing all right. Suddenly, stinger tail comes down, violently pierces that ant.
Like gushing.
Molly is devastated. The
I-
world...
like out loud.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. The world is a horrible place.
She is wailing.
Humanity does not deserve to live if they allow Anty to go. Suddenly, the younger boy experiences on screen the very feelings she's experiencing for Anty. And Molly turns a 180 and criticizes the kids crying on screen. She's like, oh, I could act better than that. Like, with no empathy at all. Immediate turn. And she is, like, against the movie until the credits roll after that. Like, she is making snipey comments all the time. It was amazing.
Oh,
Yeah.
truth hurts.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because you're subconsciously realizing this message about sexuality.
Maybe. I did feel like I went through such an emotional arc, and I really did feel like the kid did not express what I was feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, can I backtrack for a second? Because I'm looking at my notes now because I
Yeah.
wanted to make sure I understood exactly
Yeah.
what I loved
See,
about
Molly
watching.
Chase.
Before that, though, kind of in line with what you're saying about how, like, there's a message about sexuality and keeping yourself pure.
Mm-hmm.
The mom, like, okay,
Yeah.
the inventor and wife,
Yeah.
they're looking outside after their real moment. They all have real moments. They're going to turn in or something. They're at least going to go inside the house, stop looking in the lawn, right?
Yeah.
Mother's main concern is, my daughter is in the dark. Her quote is, in the dark with little Russ Thompson. And by in the dark, she, of course, means vulnerable and freakishly tiny in her lawn.
Yeah.
And her main concern is maybe she will go too far with the neighbor boy.
Yeah, and she's not worried that like he is gonna force himself upon her.
No.
She's worried they're gonna have a consensual.
Yeah, like at no
sexual
point do you
experience.
get the sense that she's like, that Russ Thompson, he's a bad kid.
Yeah.
She's just like, they are totally going to go for each other.
Yeah. It's like when they're like watching MTV in the living room.
Yeah.
It's like that level, like, oh, I should go check on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Russ Thompson.
Like, she has that attitude, except they are somewhere in their lawn. And by the way, again, zoological nerd as a child, most of the terrifying creatures in your lawn are going to come out at night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that it was just one scorpion and not just like a tidal wave of monsters is actually kind of surprising.
Yeah, there should have been a ton of beetle type
Something,
creatures.
yeah. Some kind of creepy ass thing.
Yeah.
My-
Oh, earthworms are
This
dormant.
just touched my neck as we were talking about bugs, and I cringed.
For the listeners, she's referring to her headphone cord.
Ugh.
It was delightful.
I got the creeps.
Creepy jeeps. We should talk about the parent-children dynamics. 'Cause
Yes.
that's what most
Yes.
kids' movies
Yeah.
are for kids, obviously.
Yes.
And it's always about, like...
But we were all kids at heart. I think I can say
And
that.
when we watched this movie, one of us was unborn.
One of us was not even a child.
But the dynamic between the fathers and sons
Yes.
are flip-flops.
Yeah.
So Big Russ wants Little Russ to
Be
be like a sportsman like he is.
Yes.
And
a
Little
better
Russ-
sportsman, even, maybe.
Yeah. Little Russ, who knows what he wants? He wants to listen to his
Walkman.
and just have cool hair
yeah, hang
and a
out.
flipped-up collar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Big Rick Moranis doesn't really care about his kids, but his son...
I mean, hold on. He cares.
He's too occupied
just
with
so
his
wrapped
science.
up in his work.
Sure.
Yeah.
But little Ricky Moranis...
Yep. What is the kid's name?
Nick.
Nick? Yeah.
Nicky.
I'm going with
Nicky,
Nick.
yeah,
Nicky. Yeah.
Dude wants to do science.
Oh, hardcore.
The opening
Looks
scene is him
exactly
bringing
like
like a little model
Miniature shrink ray
shrink ray up
toy.
and be like, look, it's so cool.
Yeah.
It's like yours.
And just listen to that miniature shrink ray.
Yeah.
So much foreshadowing.
Oh my god, you guys. He's even wearing a lab coat in that
I know.
scene, you guys. Like,
And the exact same glasses.
he's trying so hard, and Rick Moranis just like, I am busy working.
Yeah.
Go away.
Whatever. Terrible.
It's terrible.
Big Russ's other son is very interested in his dad and getting his dad's attention, and his dad
Totally.
doesn't care.
No.
Yeah. It's like he only cares about the oldest son.
Like, he even at one point says, I wish older son was more like younger son, but in no way is he praising younger son.
yeah, younger son's like, hey, do you want to play baseball?
Like,
He's
you want to
like,
play? Let's go
"Fuck
fishing,
off.
let's go sports.
I'm trying to get your brother to fish with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
brutal.
Rough. Parents just do not
Materialistic.
understand.
They hit that home hard.
Yeah.
I mean, they had every item you can imagine packed up.
Right?
ready to
Yeah,
go.
well, like, this was a weekend trip, but they had
Microwave.
a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Although they did, as we learned later, put an $80 deposit down on a cabin. So it was probably a pretty nice cabin. That's why they had all that stuff, to
It's an
enjoy
$80
that
deposit.
$80 deposit, you guys.
And Big Russ was just real pissed.
Oh,
Yeah.
he was so
This was
sad.
before he knew his children were shrunk.
And he
He
had-
thought they were just
Yeah.
gallivanting in the
Yeah, or
neighborhood.
whatever.
At
Because
the
they had
mall.
an anger time, and so he thought they ran away. Or I don't know what he thought the younger kid did. Probably didn't care.
Didn't care about the young
Well,
kid.
and when the
Doesn't matter.
police arrive, that's when it really sheds light on what a jerk he is.
Yeah, because like lady cop, who is credited as female cop, so it doesn't count,
Yep.
shares a look with mother like, oh, can you believe this guy?
Man, am
Man.
I
Yeah.
right?
And even man cop is just sort of like, ugh. Like, he doesn't say a word. He just goes,
Yeah.
a bunch.
Yeah, all the women were incredibly competent.
I was very
and
impressed by that.
extraordinarily sympathetic.
Yes.
They were like the sweetest version. They were like a cross between June Cleaver and a scientist.
Yeah, I was very impressed at the relatively progressive portrayal of women in this movie.
But I kind of feel like this is the 80s. Women are going back to the workplace.
Sure.
You've got
89.
the real estate.
89,
yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel
Like, things are happening.
Like, I don't know when Mr. Mom came out, but
Right.
maybe it was right around here.
Maybe.
Lots of shoulder pads.
But even like even with the children, like, I was impressed at like how much agency and leadership Amy had.
Yeah.
I literally before we watched the movie, I just assumed like sexy old male would just like end up being in charge. But they actually had like a pretty equal, if not her being a little over him,
Yeah. And
structure.
Consider that as compared to Jurassic Park,
Oh my god.
where the oldest girl, who is the oldest, is undermined in almost every situation.
Until a computer is presented.
Yeah.
And suddenly she saves the day.
She does, but she's also like wildly incompetent with
Yeah.
the computer.
Screaming and
Yeah.
terrible.
The Jurassic Park. Obviously, we have to keep talking about it. That's my favorite bad technology in computers.
Yeah.
In movies.
Yeah.
Moment of
It's
I
a
know
Unix.
this system. It's Unix.
And then it's like a
it's
terrifying.
just like floating
Did we
buildings.
talk about this in the last
Did
episode?
we? I like talking
I don't
about
think
that.
so. I've talked about this
We
all
might
the
have
time.
though.
I think
'Cause
we talked about it in the unreleased pilot episode.
Ooh, secrets. Speaking of bad technology, I always love when this happens in a movie because I feel like this is a classic trope where like the machine, like, oh, this machine, it doesn't work. And then it gets severely damaged and that somehow makes it do exactly what it was designed to do.
Yeah.
Because it's not like the baseball just like landed on it.
No, it hit the keyboard.
It hit the keyboard, hit a circuit board and like exploded in sparks.
Yeah.
Then landed on the gun.
and then blocked a laser.
Which apparently we learned at the end was like the problem because it was overheating the apples.
Laser was too hot.
Laser was too hot.
Yeah.
Laser too. Because as Rick Moranis said out loud at some point, the machine uses laser inversion, whatever that is,
That's a good
to
buzzword.
shrink
That's
things.
a good fake
That's
science.
great. That was great fake science. There's some great fake science in this movie.
Yeah, pretty good fake science. Like when he was explaining to the board members or whatever they
The
were.
grants people.
About how the ray works. I was like, that makes sense.
It kind of made sense. Like there was like weird Star Trek logic to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a lot of air in atoms.
Yeah, there's a lot
Well,
of empty
it's-
space.
Or empty
Tons of
space.
empty
space.
space. It's mostly empty space.
It's
Oh,
most,
right.
yeah.
Well, anyway. I just want to mention that in addition to some of the most awesome shoulder pads I've seen in a while, they use the words tubular,
Yep.
cool it,
Yep.
and blow it out your shorts.
Oh my god, so good.
Blown out your shorts.
Blow out shorts, classic. And
I'm
then
bringing
at one point, I was really impressed when dickish young kid called Little Rick Moranis nerd face. Because I felt like that was a weird addition, like not just hey nerd, it was nerd face.
Yeah.
I was really into I was weirdly into the surprising level of subtext on gender dynamics in this movie. Because there's a thing where older sexy guy can't whistle, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
And I felt like that tied into his masculinity issues with his dad, where he's not a true athlete
Did.
and he can't even whistle.
And that's a famous line.
Yeah, from
You don't know how to whistle,
something.
so you just put your lips together and blow.
It's a famous line from a different movie.
A
Correct.
different
Not
movie.
Maybe
famous
Jurassic
by
Park. It might be
No.
Jurassic Park.
No.
Let's
What
go.
movie is it?
Probably Casablanca. Because
No, but it's
all
on a
famous
porch.
lines are from
That's true. That's fair.
It's an older movie though.
It is
for
an
sure.
older movie.
Maltese Falcon.
I feel like it's Betty Davis.
Yeah.
I'll have to look it up.
Oh, that sounds...
Google it.
Google it.
Google it. I can Google it.
No.
No.
No, later.
No?
Be
All
present.
right.
Be
Fine.
present.
Be present, Beth.
I'm here.
But then, there's that moment where, during the real moments, the 15 minutes of real moments, there's one where, dickhead little guy. I don't know the kid's name.
Oh, it's Ron or something? I
Ron,
think
blow
it's
out your
Ron.
shorts, Ron.
Yeah. Ron has that moment, when they've all basically, when they finally accepted, Amy's in charge.
Yeah.
He says to Little Rick Moranis, your sister ain't bad. And I was like, oh, here we go. But then he says, for a girl.
Yeah.
Which, it's baby steps. I understand. It's 1989.
But that's consistent with the character, right?
Yes.
He's the asshole kid.
I feel like that continues to show the incredible screenplay under this movie.
Well, and also, the way that they earn respect over time is actually among the most believable character arc.
Yeah.
Especially among children.
Totally.
But I really like the moment when he reaches out to shake Amy's hand and she has a handful of mud slime.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yes, this is how you would earn the respect.
Of a dickhead.
Yeah, totally.
Give him a little sass back.
Exactly.
Speaking of sass,
That's back.
sass mopping at the beginning of the movie. Amy's
Oh.
sass mopping
Yeah.
was a delight.
Look back.
Yeah, and that was a great way to cut into it because at first you just thought she was just going to be mopey.
Yeah.
But immediately we go, oh no,
She's mopping.
this god damn it, shut up. That only works in
That was coming a mile
that only
away.
works in text form.
You realize, I think that's the moment where you start to realize, oh, this is going to be different. This girl has agency because she's not just going to mop the floor dejectedly because she's been told. She's not Cinderella. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Trap the house. She's like, I'm going to dance and I'm going to make this my time. I may have to clean the kitchen, but this is still Amy's time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amy
You know what
is
I mean?
growing up too fast,
Poor
though.
thing.
She's clearly had to raise little Rick Moranis,
Yeah.
right?
Her
'Cause
dad
Mom-
And
just-
big Rick Moranis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
He
Rick
has
Moranis
no
is up in the attic
competency.
making whatever.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mom's
that guy.
desperately trying to sell houses.
Yeah, she's got to make that money because Rick Moranis isn't bringing anything in with his inventions.
All he has to do is give the Bernsteins the escrow papers.
Right.
And what is he doing?
Wait, does he end up giving them these?
No, he just
But do
tells
we
them to
even-
get off the lawn.
Okay, but to be fair,
We don't actually
he's worried they're killing his children.
That's true. That's pretty. If anything, right there we say good dad.
Yeah,
Not great husband.
yeah.
Because he didn't do the one thing he was asked, but good dad.
Yeah.
But do they run away? Do we see them walk away, or is it just a cut?
They're never mentioned again. That's, I mean, we know this is an amazing screenplay. I don't want to talk bad about it.
No,
This is
it's
one
listen.
hole. This is one hole.
Constructive criticism is part of that's like part of the industry.
They
It's fine.
do tie up
Pretty
almost
much
literally
everything else,
everything
yeah.
in the last minute.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
when everyone becomes regular size again. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Like literally the moment they're reconnecting,
Yeah.
like the children are like, "Let me talk to you about the issues we had an hour and a half
Yeah.
ago."
All beefs are resolved.
Yes.
The first thing that happens before the family hugs, they're reunited after this terrifying experience.
Yes.
The first thing that happens is Amy asks, "Are you and Dad all right?"
Yeah.
Aww.
I didn't catch that.
Yep.
Not, "Hey,
Thank
guess what we've been through."
right. Or thanks for almost eating my brother.
Is your marriage okay?
Yeah.
Is it?
Oh,
Guys.
you guys, I said it when we were watching, and I believe this is true. This movie gave children of divorce so much false hope. It
Yeah.
really did.
I
It
think
had
there's going to be. I'd go back and look at newspaper reports, but I'm willing to bet there's a lot of kids running away and claiming that they got shrunk so that their parents will look for them and then get back together.
Oh, that is the saddest thing I've ever heard in
But
my
it
life.
works. The crisis brings all the couples together.
Oh, this movie is also the year my parents got divorced, 1989.
Oh wait, when did my hold on? Can we double down on this? No.
Nope.
No. What movie came out? Did Jurassic Park come out in '94?
Oh, I hope so.
Okay, because that's when my parents got separated. But I don't know if that really gives false hope for parents, because that's more that Jurassic Park teaches you that two adults who are dating and considering having children may learn to mutually respect the idea through crisis. So I believe that's what happens with those adults.
Right.
But they're not married. They're just fucking,
Yeah.
Well,
presumably.
they live
Explicit
together in
now.
a trailer.
Yeah.
Unless that sexy Jeff Goldblum comes in,
Oh.
ruins everything. Sorry,
God, he's
tangent.
a heavy.
That's what this movie could have used. I mean, I love Rick
Or Jeff-
Moranis, but like even a cameo of like, oh, my colleague.
He could have played the guy that's like, "Hey, fishing."
Oh yeah, can we talk about that for a second? Like that weird cameo of just like my fishing buddy, but that was also clearly like the most mature relationship Russ had with
Yeah.
another adult.
Yeah, Big Russ.
Like they
and-
had a tender moment when they realized they were not going to go fishing together that weekend.
It was really sad.
Yeah.
It's in the
Like-
form of a fish fin wing.
Like a weird little secret handshake thing they
Yeah,
had. Yeah.
and like Big Russ walks away. Another guy like it kind
Oh
of
my
lingers.
god, it was just
like, "Hey, buddy."
heartbreaking.
Ugh, it's tough.
I think it wasn't the $80 he was really upset about.
Oh my god.
I
Molly.
breakthrough.
I think you're right.
Guys, this movie has so many levels to it.
But maybe Big Rush should try to invest the time with his kids that he's invested with his best bro
Yeah.
Yeah.
and form those relationships.
Can I say that there was a like, obviously it would mean nothing to Rick Moranis, but I thought for a second when Big Russ went for a handshake, when they were like, let's team up and save our children, I thought he was going to do the fish thing. But then I realized, like, oh, that would mean absolutely nothing to Rick Moranis.
That, they could have worked it in, though, in the future.
Ooh, maybe during the giant turkey scene.
Yeah, and why can't the fishing couple be part of the Thanksgiving?
'Cause they
and
didn't-
maybe the Bernsteins.
They didn't live through the crisis, Molly.
Yeah.
And, okay, if you're a realtor, are you really going to just invite whoever you sell a house to your giant Thanksgiving?
Okay, that's a good point.
You might, hold on, speaking as someone who gets these kind of notices from their realtor, you might send out a letter like, hey, happy Thanksgiving, send me a message if you want a giant turkey
Oh.
from your friends at whatever realty
You know,
agency.
I got a white ceramic bowl that said popcorn on it.
Do you put popcorn in it?
Wow.
Yes. But mostly I used to
You
use a
hesitated.
dog bowl
From the realtor?
from my realtor.
We got a
In
bottle of
hind-
champagne we haven't opened yet.
We got
Oh,
a
gosh,
peace
okay.
lily that continues to live, surprisingly. We thought it was
Wow.
dead, but my wife decided to
Take care of it.
water it more regularly, and it bounces back pretty quick.
Wow.
Although the dog's rapid tail wagging sometimes rips it apart a little bit, and I feel sorry for the plant.
Sure.
Because as we learned in this movie with Anty, all God's creatures deserve to be loved and respected.
Yeah, we should talk about how smart Quark was, the dog.
Oh my God, that dog!
Genius dog.
He saves little Rick Moranis from being devoured by his father.
By his own father.
that was
Which would be
sick.
an
Terrifying.
amazing tragedy. Like, to eat your own son?
Oh my
by
God.
mistake?
And the first thing he does when he realizes he's got the spoon up to his lips with a
Oh, yeah, you
Cheerio
were very
and,
angry about this.
his son. Oh, I just really I turned on the whole movie. But he had the spoon up to his lips and talking about like how inevitable it was this exact scenario.
Yeah.
And the minute he sees his son and realizes it, he takes a big gulp.
Gulp.
Like, for all you know, your
Other
other
kids
child
are
was
in-
in that
did you not-
previous
I
fight.
didn't put that together until just
Oh, it's gross.
that could be like
terrifying.
an uh-oh gulp. Like,
I get it, but that's like a
But
weird
still,
thing
like,
to highlight
Yeah.
in that moment.
But I mean, that's also the kind of attitude you have to take anytime he's going through the lawn. Because like his giant, like even when he was on crutches,
stilts.
those stilt feet were still big enough to crush all 4 kids in
yeah.
one shot.
So, Rick Moranis is about to devour his own child in the Cheerios. The dog apparently knows the kids are in the bowl and the spoon and bites Rick Moranis.
Yeah. Well, because as we established earlier, the dog can hear them. Because dogs have amazing hearing.
Sure.
He can hear tiny children yelling.
And you can
whistle.
argue that Quark was the only person in the house that cared about the kids throughout.
Yes, consistently. Never got distracted. Even, guys, this script is amazing. Even the dog had a story arc because remember they established that the not red cat scared the shit out of that dog.
Oh,
But then when Quark had the
overcomes.
children on his fur so that he could bring them to the house, the cat's on the stoop and he barks the cat away and like learns to be brave
And
for
the
his
cat
family.
does a double take.
Yes, there was a cat double take in this movie. This movie has everything.
Yeah.
You guys.
I'd also say, like, for a movie like this, there would be at some point where I would be annoyed by the inconsistency in the logic of the universe.
Oh, hardcore.
Never happened, though.
No.
Everything checked out.
Totally. Like the in-movie logic never faltered, I
Yeah.
don't think.
I do think
The only-
the cops were a little laissez-faire.
Sure.
But
Small
within
town
that
cops.
universe.
Yeah.
Was it small town?
I had a hard time with the parents saying that they're going to go to bed.
That was
knowing
weird.
that their kids were in the backyard.
But
that is
they had been
like-
established as absent parents the
Yeah,
whole
that's
movie.
true.
That's true.
And we did learn when the sun came up that Rick Moranis did not go to bed. He was up all night repairing his shrink machine.
Yeah.
Mom may have gone to bed.
I feel like I'd feel
think she's
better
like-
if she had just at least sat outside on the porch. all
You
night
right?
or
Like if she'd
something.
fallen asleep on the porch. Like you
Yeah.
understand, like physically she's exhausted. She can't help it.
Yeah, but
Instead,
to be
we
like,
just-
well, I'm going to go in and get some rest.
I hope my
just don't see
my
that.
daughter doesn't have sex with a boy inside a blade of grass.
It's my biggest concern.
My biggest concern.
It's now time for a new
A
segment.
new segment I like to call
Yeah.
hashtag nailed it. The idea is I go on twitter.com after watching the movie and I search for the title of the movie in the form of a hashtag and see what the Twitter sphere has to say about this movie or even about something else, and then for some reason use this movie as a hashtag, because what I find fascinating is that a movie in 1989, again, example, this is a like firecracker script, still touches people to this day.
25-year anniversary? Is that math right?
Yeah, that's
Ye-
accurate.
Happy 25th anniversary.
Wow.
Honey, You're Shrunk the Kids.
And they Shrunk the Kids. I'm not going to say who did this because we are not a MTV television program, so nobody cares who tweeted these things.
Yeah.
Um,
We assume it's all Ashton Kutcher.
yeah. Let's just say officially for the podcast, every tweet is Ashton Kutcher.
Okay.
Okay. So first, Ashton Kutcher said, poutine, double cheese, double gravy, hashtag Honey I Shrunk the Kids, hashtag Meet the In-Laws, hashtag 2-day hangover.
What?
I don't know. There's so much happening in there, and apparently Honey I Shrunk the Kids is somehow involved. And poutine.
I can't think of the connection.
No.
It's all like bad for you food, like fatty.
Yeah.
I feel like Honey I Shrunk the Kids came on cable while they were nursing a hangover. And
What's
their
Meet the
in-laws
In-Laws,
were there.
though?
They met. That's
Oh,
why he
that's
was
the other
drunk.
movie they're watching.
Is that a movie?
Yeah.
Is it?
Oh.
Yep.
Meet
Is
the
it?
In-Laws?
Yep.
Yeah.
the fuckers.
This guy.
Sorry.
That's the joke, though. But that's the name of the movie. Though. You just said the name of the movie. The movie isn't Meet the In-Laws.
Oh, okay. What's another one?
Okay. Okay, Ashton Kutcher. I saved this one because this is exactly what you were saying, Beth. Ashton Kutcher wrote, 80s parents are all, kids are missing, maybe they shrunk. If this movie was today, or maybe you were saying this, Molly, if this movie were today, it'd be all Amber Alerts and hysteria.
Yeah.
True.
Right?
True.
That's real talk.
They would not be going to the mall.
That is hashtag real talk right there. It does say hashtag Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but we're going to say hashtag real talk just for clarity.
Yeah.
I also want to mention she uses a payphone from the mall.
Yeah, guys. Different era.
Heartbreak.
25 years.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
However, there was an early instance of instant messaging
That's true.
where they press a button to say whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
And then Rick Moranis sends a message down that gets like printed out.
Yeah.
And he even had like some sort of autocorrect error where he said, "I'll be done in 5 mimics." LOL. He didn't write LOL. That's me laughing out loud at the joke.
Oh, that'd be so good if he wrote LOL.
Right? That would be. Then it showed he was a man of the future. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, this one makes no sense to me. But again,
I can explain it.
okay, good. Okay, Beth. So this is directed at you. Ashton Kutcher writes, "Overslept. Realtor is in my house showing it to potential buyers. I'm trapped in my pink underwear. God save me. Hashtag Honey, I Shrunk the Kids."
Well, obviously, one of the Bernsteins.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the realtor is the mom?
The mom
Yeah.
is there.
Okay. She's trapped in her
She's trapped in her pink
pink
underwear.
underwear. Yep.
And she's aware of what's happening.
She's
but-
aware that she's in a movie called
Yeah.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
But she's not going to say anything.
Well, because she never got those escrow papers.
Yeah,
Are
exactly.
you sure it's a she?
I think Ashton is referring to his genitalia.
Mm-hmm.
What?
And he's worried that people will come in and see that he has a small package.
Mm. What does the color of the underwear have to do with that?
Pink?
Yeah. Does that make your junk look smaller?
I think he just has small junk,
Okay.
but he's trying to say, like, something happened.
So, pink underwear is like the cold pool.
Yeah, it's
Of
like
underwear.
a shrinkage
All right.
situation. A shrink stitch.
Speaking of, this is an amazing accidental segue. Ashton Kutcher then wrote at a later time, aha, half of the guys tweet about naming their, misspelled, dick movies that are big when in the inside they're... Hold on.
What?
Okay, I think I understand what they're trying to say. Let me read that again with the proper inflection.
Okay.
Aha, half of the guys tweet about naming their dick movies that are big. Like saying, naming their dick after.
Oh.
Yeah.
They forgot, Ashton forgot to write it after.
Got it.
But I like, the way it's written though is naming their dick movies that are big when in the inside, no punctuation by the way.
Okay.
I'm going to start
Too
over.
many characters. Too many characters.
Aha, half of the guys tweet about naming their dick movies that are big when in the inside they're thinking it should be hashtag Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
That was
Boom.
really...
Thing.
So there is Ashton being self-aware, like, guys, I was trying to be funny, but let me just real talk. Hashtag real talk. Small penis.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know we're all saying, like, my dick is the Tom Hanks movie Big. Or
Or,
Jurassic Park.
Iron Giant.
ooh, Beth!
Ah, great one!
Beth Gibbs!
New segment. What if this movie was a name for your joke? James and the Giant Peach.
Batman forever. Yep.
Okay,
Gross.
I'll let you guys figure out which is James. And which is
I don't want to know. Okay, last one. Last Ashton tweet. Well, no, again, no punctuation. Well, gel is spelled J-E-L, by the way. That is, as far as I know, not a word. Well, gel of that cow getting mouth to mouth. Hashtag Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Jealous.
Well, gel. He's
Yeah.
well jealous. Is that a thing
Yeah.
people say? I'm well jealous?
Ashton wants
What's
to
that,
get
cow?
on Lil Russ.
Yeah.
And
So-
it called her a cow?
He was mean about it.
That's some.
That's harsh.
That was harsh. She was adorable.
Amy was a beautiful young lady.
Yeah.
She really was.
But
Just because she doesn't conform to the Vogue
Yeah.
standard
Just 'cause she-
of stick thin anorexia,
right. I mean, we don't know because she's wearing pretty big shirts, but
her pants flare out of the hips big time with all those pleats.
She could have been
Oh,
literally a
highwaist.
skeleton. We wouldn't know.
yeah, that's true.
It's true.
Did she partake in eating that giant cookie?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. She's healthy.
But she did vomit up water.
But that was after she got mouth to
She
mouth
was
from.
about to
No, she's the
die.
cow. Sorry.
Ashton's gel is
Yeah, right.
Jealous of her. So what does it say about him? Bam.
Small penis.
small penis.
Yeah.
There you
All
go.
comes around.
It all comes around. So, in conclusion, for this week's hashtag nailed it, Ashton Kutcher, small penis.
No.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. He's not gonna hear it.
We didn't talk about the soundtrack.
Oh,
Oh, the
I won't say
Chords of Doom.
soundtrack. I will say
Score.
Musical score.
wonderful
Yeah.
score.
Yeah.
A lot of jaunty jazz standards.
Yeah, a lot of dramatic organ music for when there were threats to the
Yeah.
children.
So many.
Whether the threat be in the form of a lawnmower or a living creature, including your own father trying to eat you.
Yeah.
Right.
And I was so grateful to Beth for pointing out there was pan flute
Ooh, was there?
Yeah, I believe it was a pan flute.
just
that one.
before the organ of doom.
Oh, to
With
show
some
the
influence, the
contrast.
contrast.
Very good.
It was like all Renaissance.
Yeah, that's what an organ
festival.
sounds like. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you do a better organ impression? Because
probably. Yeah,
do it.
that is amazing. That is an incredible organ. For the next 10 minutes, we will all do our organ impressions. Molly's going to go home. The three of us are going to do organ impressions for the next 10 minutes.
Okay, who's going first?
You can edit this out. Or not.
And see.
Okay. Closing thoughts, Beth Gibbs.
Oh, I did see this movie, guys.
Good.
Yay.
Great.
Because I remember a lot of it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it
Good.
more than Batman Forever, for sure.
Well,
Like you enjoyed it now more than
Yeah.
Batman Forever, or like you enjoyed it then more than Batman Forever,
Ooh.
I
or both?
Great question.
You know that I can't make that call for
Right.
my past self.
You were in your mother's womb when this movie came
Yeah.
out, so how would you know?
But I thought it was a fun movie. It fit the criteria that we wanted it to fill.
Yes.
Fill. Yep.
I thought it was
Phil
better
Collins.
than Goonies.
Whoa.
Yep.
Strong words.
I probably also thought that because, as I said, I saw Goonies when I was like in my mid-20s and was like, it's fine. But this movie, loved as a kid,
Yeah.
thoroughly enjoyed as an adult. Like I was actually very impressed with how, especially because it was like a Disney family movie. I was impressed at how totally not corny it was. Like it was silly, but in like a very enjoyable and like it was very sincerely embracing the ridiculous premise behind it. Even nerdy Rick Moranis was not like, oh, I'm a sad nerd. He was just kind of an eccentric, smart guy.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like the world was shitting on him because he was a huge nerd. Even nerdy little Rick Moranis, like, the dick kid was a dick to him, but everyone else seemed to just accept him.
Yeah.
That's huge,
Yeah,
guys.
his sister liked him. There wasn't like a...
No, it wasn't like, oh, get out of here.
Ugh, good dude.
I mean, she was a little sassy to him at first, at the
Yeah.
beginning, but that's because they were doing chores and she was mad.
Yeah.
Well,
but
and he
they-
wasn't helping move the sofa.
No,
he was
he
sitting
wasn't.
on it. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but,
But
But that's just
legit.
gentle ribbing between
Yeah.
siblings. Like,
Yeah, that's
there was affection there, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, and I feel like too. I'm pretty sure I saw it as an early teen or
Yeah.
tween, and that love story would have gotten me all the way through that whole movie. I probably didn't notice anything else.
You were
about
just
it.
so delighted. So were
You were well gel of that cow.
Oh yeah,
You were straight Ashton when you watched this
yeah,
movie.
yeah. The guy's pretty dreamy.
For like, yeah, I mean, he had
Yeah.
like
I can
he had
agree.
I
the.
couldn't understand
toss
why he was
of
supposed to be
the
so small. I thought that was kind of BS, even by movie.
I mean, he was
standards.
kind of scrawny, I guess.
He was more like of a cool rocker dude
Yeah.
than like a jock.
I think that was
And
the
you know
problem.
what? Actually, kudos to the movie for not giving him the alternative thing.
Right? Like
For
he wasn't
letting
wearing
him
like
be-
a dark coat and like.
Well, or that he wasn't like, I'm into music, Dad.
Yeah.
He was like, I don't know what I'm into.
Yeah, he just didn't
That's
want to play football.
Much more honest.
Right.
Yeah, to just be like, I don't want to do that thing.
Yeah, and
But
it
I
wasn't
don't
even
know.
like to rebel against his father. He
Yeah.
just didn't like it.
Exactly. And he was a little smarmy about the, I'll keep you posted.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean,
But I mean, let's
Kids got dude.
and remember, like at the beginning of the movie, everyone had Tude.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
first 20 minutes of that movie was just
Oh.
sick burn after sick burn, which is when I realized this is a great script. Everybody's getting zingers.
Everybody's got an arc.
Yeah.
Character development.
Even the fucking dog, you guys.
It's true.
Every
And you could even argue the
screenwriter
cat does.
should watch this movie. Every contemporary screenwriter should watch this
wow.
movie. I'm not even kidding.
Wow.
I'm not even kidding. There are some real stinkers out there.
Yeah. But I do want to say even the cat had a character arc, really, if you think about it.
Really?
She learned humility.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Double take cat.
Oh, right, double take.
Double
Yeah.
take that.
That's how you knew it learned something. Because it like had to
And
like...
it could have been a boy. I don't mean to jump to conclusions that it's a girl. And Court could be a girl.
Sure.
We don't know.
But I mean, it's a Disney movie, so the cat's probably a girl, the dog's
probably
probably a boy.
Probably ninja.
Yeah.
Like
Cat's a
other
ninja?
In other Disney movies, the cat would be a ninja. So sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and like old Looney Tune cartoons, it'd be a kind of a racist Japanese, like a Siamese.
Is that?
Yeah.
Oh, but that's
Aristocrats.
the Siamese would be like a
Aristocats.
more Chinese mainland, right?
Yeah, Thailand. Siam is modern day Thailand.
So now I'm the racist.
Yep.
Okay, good.
But
Great.
like Lady and the Tramp,
Yeah.
those are racist cats.
But they weren't ninjas.
Well, they were Siamese cats.
Yeah.
Guys, Aristocats is very racist. I
Is
just
it?
want to point that out. Yeah.
Can we watch Aristocats?
I've seen it. Oh, my sister was obsessed with that movie. I've probably seen that movie 10 times. I can't really remember what happens.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I would be willing to say kids could watch this movie today for the first
And
time.
enjoy.
And enjoy it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The effects are not, they're going to be a little bit like, what's this? But it's not so egregious that
No.
it like, takes you out of it.
No, I was actually impressed with how well it like fit the. I don't know, like it didn't look horrible.
Yeah.
No.
You could tell what was. You could understand like what was fake, obviously,
Yeah.
but you can do that now,
Yeah.
just in a different way.
And in some ways, it felt more real because a lot of those sets felt like they were actually built.
Yeah.
All that.
And they were like the kids jumped over that big nail right away, just to show the audience, like, look, we actually made a big nail, you guys.
Well, that's our podcast. Stay tuned for episode 3 where we'll watch another movie.
Something.
Ooh.
Good teaser. Great teaser.
Yes. Excellent. Good job, everyone.
And our final sponsor,
Honey, I shrunk the.
snacks.
Yes.
Are you eating disgusting snacks?
100-calorie packs for your children.
Get packs of snacks delivered to your door.
Let them be small, scrawny, cool kids like Russ. Maybe he won't play football, but he'll get the girl.
He'll tongue her face.
Tongue them so hard. Your kids will tongue each other if you get these snacks.
Good job.
Thank you for listening to Totes Recall. New episodes drop on the 15th of every month. You can find us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at Totes Recall Pod. Subscribe on iTunes and leave a review. It helps more people find the show. Totes Recall is hosted by Molly Chase, Beth Gibbs, Dan Jaquette, and Dan Linden. Produced by Beth Gibbs. For more information, check out noisepicnic.com/totesrecall.